In more than 40 years of history, Church of the Resurrection has lived in faith, hope, and love through worship, community, and service.
Music, check. Family right around us, check. At the beginning of Mass, turning around and greeting each other was very warm and welcoming, and we just knew that for us, Resurrection was going to be the home that we wanted to grow our faith life in.
My grandparents are founding members of Resurrection. My parents were married in the ministry center. I was baptized in the ministry center.
And every Sunday when I'm here for OCIA, my wife and my son come through the doors and my son runs up and gives me a big hug. And it's just great to know that he is a part of such a great faith community.
I just have so many amazing memories that it's hard to separate church and other areas of my life because almost all of our dearest friends were from church.
More than 20 years ago, a plan for the century was formed and started as we address the clear and present need for space to faithfully carry on our ministries. With faith in motion, we continue the realization of that plan for the century today.
We currently have over 40 ministries here at Church of the Resurrection, and I know of a few more that are waiting in the wings. One of the greatest parts of my job is when someone calls me looking to start a new ministry to cover a new gap in our parish's ministries. We always turn towards logistics though, and at a time, we might not have room for that ministry.
As a ministry leader, I know how difficult it is just simply to schedule a meeting, much less to hold an event. So I'm excited about that for our community.
To have the opportunity to have space that we'll be able to spend more time together as a parish community and really deepen those friendships is what really excites us about what lies ahead for the parish.
I'm most excited to be able to walk out of the church on Sunday after Mass to walk over and get a coffee and meet some new people in church, not have to walk through the snow, through the rain. And I think that's really going to help our community out to have a center attached.
You know, by building that community and working on a joint project together as a parish, we kind of help, move forward evangelization efforts as well.
Hopefully this will give us the opportunity to be a little bit more flexible and to have the space and bring in a lot of different kinds of people.
We need to maintain that atmosphere, that warmth and hospitality for which we're known.
Ultimately, what we do is we are the Catholic Church. And so I'm most excited about this project because I think it's going to build the presence of the Catholic Church in New Albany.
We have our daughter, their parishioners here, and I want this to be their spiritual home, a place where they learn and have community, and the kids can grow up here.
Thank you very much to all who have already pledged to the Capital Campaign. We need all of us for this campaign to succeed.
For 20 years, this church has not asked for money outside of the normal standard donations for, operations. So for us, it's important for all of us to think about what we can give to help out, again, the next generations.
In my mind, we owe this to the founding families because as much of a reach as this project is, the original church 40 years ago was a huge reach.
I feel such a connection with our parish that we want to give the gifts that God has given us. We looked at our finances and said, well, if we spread it over 5 years, and this is when our parish needs the money, it isn't when we die, but rather, right now.
I think the campaign name itself of Faith in Motion really speaks to us because making a gift, this is the most significant gift we've ever made, and making this gift is an opportunity for us to express and to really put our faith in motion.
The support for the campaign, I think, just stems from the fact that Resurrection has supported us so much over the years. Through our religious education, through our marriage, and even now, as just a married couple, they've just done so much for us, and so it's the least we could do.
My generosity was related to my reflection of the generosity of the parish to me.
The world needs to know that God loves them. And so when we ground our mission and our generosity through that, all the fruits of that are grounded in God's love.
I would just encourage everyone, all ages, would just be wonderful if we had 100% participation.
In reality, we aren't just asking for your pledge. We're asking for your hand and heart in this great mission that Jesus gives us to go forth and make disciples of all nations.
I have already pledged my sacrificial gift to the campaign, and it will be paid over 5 years. I invite you to prayerfully discern what your gift will be to the capital campaign. It is your church. It is our church. It is us. We are Resurrection.